Hello, Nashua. My name is Louis Chipolla. I represent Nashua VFW Post 483. I will be providing a weekly report for the VFW, its issues, its programs, veteran issues, veterans programs, legislation that's proposed, legislation that's in Congress, and legislation that has passed. The history of the VFW in Nashua goes back 102 years. The Post was founded on August the 10th, 1920. The Post was mustered in with its original members, most of which came from the First World War, also some from the Spanish-American War. The Post was located at 2 Quincy Street, which was a one-room schoolhouse built in about 1865. The war veterans bought it from the city of Nashua for $5. When the VFW was founded in Nashua in 1920, the war veterans became the VFW. In 1928, the city of Nashua built a brick extension onto the old wooden one-room schoolhouse that was the Post. Now the Post had a large recreation hall. It had a basement with offices and a recreation area. The old part of the building became the canteen. The Post did many things for the city of Nashua. Now, a brief history of the Post here in Nashua. The Great Crown Hill Fire, which took place on 4 to 6 May 1930, burned a quarter of the city. The VFW opened its doors to the residents that were displaced, fed them, clothed them, and provided them shelter until they could find a suitable housing. Other posts helped by sending in supplies into Nashua. The city of Nashua police force at the time ran into a big problem. The people coming into the city to see the fire, large crowds just stormed the city. The police couldn't handle it. The commander of the Post formed an auxiliary of volunteers, and they became a police auxiliary, and they were helping with the crowd control. So you see the VFW here in Nashua has provided service to the city. Then again, on March 11th, 1936, is when we had a downpour of rain. It went for 14 days. 22 inches of rain fell on the city. The VFW again stepped up and provided shelter, food, and clothing for the displaced residents. So as you see, the VFW is there to help the city and the community in general. The support of the community is done through several programs. The VFW supports local groups and other agencies, but primarily our biggest function, one of the biggest functions we do every year, is hold a Loyalty Day ceremony in the month of May. The 1st of May is Loyalty Day, and we hold it on a weekend as close to the 1st of May as we can possibly do. In that program, we honor police, fire, paramedics, teachers, civic leaders, and students that participate in the VFW essay program, the Voice of Democracy and the Patriot Pen. Voice of Democracy is an oral essay program for high school students. The Patriot Pen program is for middle school students and is a written essay. We give the awardees a cash award plus certificate from the VFW and a medal for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. We do this every year. We also work with the Nashua Air Force Junior ROTC at the Nashua High School. We work very closely with them, we support them, and they support us by participating in the various events, parades, and other things that go on around the city. You know, the VFW goes unnoticed for its work it does. It's behind the scenes work. We don't broadcast what we do. We probably should, but we don't. And people don't know the VFW. You mention VFW, and the first thing that comes to mind is the bar. Well, the Nashua VFW does not have a bar. We are a VFW Post. We do VFW work. We're located at 8 East Pearl Street. We've been there since 2016. Going back in 2012, we sold our original post that we were in for 92 years, which was on Quincy Street, 2 Quincy Street. The cost of running the post got out of hand. We couldn't afford it any longer. The post needed a lot of work. We sold the building to the Nashua Soup Kitchen. They modernized the building and got it back into shape and are currently using it to support the homeless people in Nashua. We went 4 years without a post. We used to meet at the Hudson American Legion post. They were gracious enough to give us space at their post to hold our monthly meetings. Then in 2016, we were able to purchase the building that's now at 8 East Pearl Street. It's an old building. It's approximately 100 years old. It was in very good shape. It was used as offices when we bought it, and we still keep it. It's in the same format as it was when we got it, except we converted 2 one-car garages into a lounge area, so where we go and relax after meetings and other events. And it also holds certain meetings in that room. We recently held a town hall meeting last week in there. General Bolduc held a town hall. He requested if he could use our post for a town hall, and we gave it to him to use, no charge. That's a standard practice for VFW posts. Any candidate running for an office can request and use a VFW post for a town hall meeting. As I said earlier, we left the old building after 92 years. That was a very hard thing to do for us. We had a lot of old members that took it very badly. They were very down on leaving the old building, but they realized we did not have a choice. In order to stay functioning, we needed to move on, and that's what we did. So this has been a brief history of the Nashua VFW. Now a couple of minutes to talk about the VFW itself and why it's important for any veteran, I say again, any veteran that has served in a conflict in a United States military service is eligible to join the VFW. All we need is our application form filled out and a copy of the individual's discharge, DD-214, or other official document showing the foreign service. If you have any questions, if you're eligible, please contact us. I am at the post every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Our phone number is 603-402-2992. You could also email us at NashuaVFWpost483@gmail.com. Or just stop in on a Tuesday and Thursday and see me. If you have any issues as a veteran Also stop in and we could talk about it and possibly get you to who you need to see if we can't help you directly. So, feel free to stop in and see us any Tuesday or Thursday. I'm there. I'm also the post service officer, so I can assist you in helping with the VA or other problems. So stop in and see me. Again, join the VFW if you're eligible. Numbers mean a lot in this business. We testify before Congress several times a year on different veteran issues, on legislation, proposing that legislation for veterans and fighting to maintain benefits for veterans. So please stop in, see us, and join. We don't require anything from you except to fill out an application, provide proof of service. Our annual dues are $35, which is less than 10 cents a day. So stop in and see us. We take any veteran that's qualified. You can attend. We attend a month meeting. You're not required to attend. It's nice for you to be there. You could also attend the meeting virtually on your computer if you can't make it in. So I urge veterans to join. And if you're not eligible to join the VFW, join the American Legion. If you're disabled, join the DAV and the VFW if you're qualified. I belong to 3 different organizations, military organizations: the VFW, the American Legion, and the Vietnam Veterans of America. So it's easy to belong. It doesn't cost a lot. And you meet people that you may have served with or have done the same thing you have done. So join any of the organizations that I mentioned, and please support events that go on for these organizations, because that's how they raise money to do the work they do. So I urge you to join. Thank you and goodbye.